Welcome, everybody, to our Don't Miss the Bus podcast. I'm super excited. It's my very first show. I have a very special guest that I'm excited to introduce to you, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. My goal is to help us to have fun, to gain some knowledge, to grow, and to learn new things. So stay tuned. Welcome back to our Don't Miss the Bus podcast. I'm so happy you're here. I have a couple of special guests I want to introduce to you, but before I get into that, let me tell you why we're here and where Don't Miss the Bus came from. I was sitting at my office because I am a realtor, and I was thinking about what is my mission? What is my brand? What do I do this for? And I thought about the gap between the different cultures on home ownership. And I realized that a lot of times we are missing the bus. So don't miss the bus is really to say, don't miss your opportunity to build your wealth by way of real estate. That's where don't miss the bus came from. And it went into other things as far as entertainment, volunteering. It just took off and went into a lot of different lanes. So with that being said, I would like to introduce to you my mentor, my friend, someone that's very special to me, Mr. Mark Jones, who is president and CEO of Bunton Farms.
Well, this is the
That's all
inaugural
right.
show, and you invited me. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I know. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you.
I'm so excited to be here with you.
Thank you. And then also my special half who puts up with me and all my shenanigans, Mr. Don't Miss the Bus himself, Ruben Williams Jr.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Glad to be here.
Thank you for being here. All right, so let's hop right into it. When I was talking to Dream about doing my podcast and I thought about who I wanted to be my very first guest, it was none other than Mr. Mark Jones. So, Mr. Jones, can you tell us something about you and why we here today?
Well, first of all, I think that your premise of why we're missing the boat or missing the bus is very true.
Yeah.
Things are happening in other environments, in other cultures that we don't know anything about.
Yeah.
And because of your willingness to share this information, it makes all the difference in the world.
Yes, sir.
I'm a resident of Dallas most of my life, entrepreneur all of my life. And I get an opportunity to serve the very community that produced me in South Dallas.
Yes.
Bonton Farms is a farm. We're the largest urban farm in the U.S., coffee shop, a market, restaurant. I got 36-unit apartment building under construction. I got a resource center under construction. We own 20 homes in the community. And we're just a bridge to give other people an opportunity to cross.
Right. So tell us about Bunton Farms in terms of, like you said, how you born and raised in Dallas, as far as what that looked like before y'all came into that area
12 years
versus now.
ago, Bonton was the number one unsafe place in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex.
Wow.
There were two very challenged apartment complexes there, Turner Court and Rose Terrace.
Okay.
It was high on crime, drugs, prostitution. Just, there was no resources. There was a bunch of folk in a small area with no resources.
Wow.
And they were scrambling just to survive. As a matter of fact, 20 years ago, there was a study that said that if Bonton didn't hurry up and get help, that 5,000 or 6,000 people wouldn't make it.
Wow. Whole community be wiped out.
Absolutely. Just replaced, just displaced everywhere. And so 12 years ago, a guy by the name of Darren Babcock, who was coming down to Bonton, working in the prison ministry, doing Bible study, came down to Bonton and believed that, one, he was called to Bonton,
Yes.
and number two, relocated there. He sold his house in Frisco
Wow.
and was the only white person to live in Bonton. And he had to get permission from 6 men who lived there that said that they would protect him. And they gave him 3 things that he could and couldn't do, and he followed those rules. And because he did, Bonton was a food desert, or is a food desert. It led the nation in diabetes, cancer. The average life expectancy was 7 years less than a community that was just 6 miles away.
Wow.
And
That's
so
close.
most of the folks who got their food in Bonton got it from a corner store, which meant everything was fried.
I was going to ask you about that term, food desert, because some of us may not be familiar with that, especially if we haven't experienced it. So can you tell us, what do you mean by that?
So food doesn't mean that there is no place to buy groceries, quite frankly.
Absolutely.
And it's desert to that grocery store experience. No fresh fruits and vegetables, no ability to buy protein. That means that everything that you eat typically is fried.
Right.
And that we started an urban farm because we were trying to change the trajectory of people's health. And we didn't start out on the road that we're on. We just started out trying to resolve some issues.
Yeah.
Resolving those issues have led to our ability to really transform the community.
So speaking of the food desert, I know that there's an initiative that you're working on with Kroger.
To eradicate food deserts.
There you go.
And I think that this program that we're piloting can ultimately resolve, first of all, that's 4,562 food deserts in the United States. So this is not
didn't know
an
that.
uncommon problem. We've partnered with Kroger's, and the way it works is with technology, you order your groceries at one of our sites, be it at the Bethlehem Foundation, ICDC on Spring Avenue, or in Bonton at our wellness center. You order them, and they're delivered there the next day for no upcharge. And when you think about delivery, during the pandemic shifted all of our thinking.
It did.
Everybody now is moved into a place where they're ordering something.
True, because I never did before the pandemic. I had never ordered groceries before. I don't know. What about you? Had you ever ordered groceries before the pandemic?
No, I never ordered groceries before. Just go pick it up.
Yep. Because we didn't trust the process.
Yeah.
No, we
To
didn't.
put our card out there and run the risk of somebody my little card that
Right.
make something could be compromised. But think about the pandemic shifted our mindsets so much so it created Uber Eats, it created
DoorDash.
Instacart, DoorDash. That pandemic, while we lost 1 million people, it also revolutionized how we see life. I saw something I thought I'd never see in my life happen in my home. UPS, FedEx, and Amazon showed up at my door all at the same time. Now that's crazy.
Yeah, we had that too. One on one side, and the U.S. Postal Service. Everybody's delivering stuff at once.
As a culture shift, and it has shifted, inner city communities are now getting on the boat. And we don't want them to miss the boat.
Yeah.
Or
the
the
bus. Don't miss the bus. We don't want them to miss
we
the
don't
bus.
want them to miss the bus. It has been a life-changing experience. And in our community, Lakeisha, anything that we do and everything that we do moves at the speed of trust.
Yes.
I often tell communities that help us and support us that we have a dispatch system. Somebody in the family gets the information and dispatches it to everybody else.
Yes.
That's the way in which we move with what we trust and how it works. Somebody vets it, tells us what it is. A cousin, an auntie, somebody says, we can do it.
Yeah.
It works. And they dispatch that to everybody else. And that's how we move.
Yes, I love that. I had the beauty of being able to visit Bunton Farms a few weeks ago. I came and spent a little time there. I went to the coffee shop. Mr. Mark gave me a tour. I ate at the restaurant that was on property, which was super amazing. So if you have not been to Bunton Farms to visit the coffee shop and to eat at the restaurant, please do. Tell me a little bit about that coffee shop and the history of that. And let's talk about that cup of coffee and how it's kind of hard to be violent, right? When you having a cup of coffee.
The whole premise, our restaurant, coffee shop, market is in a cul-de-sac at the end of a street.
Yeah.
And how it came about when Mr. Babcock moved there, a lady and her family lived in that house. That was a field where our farm is now. That was a field that was about 8 feet tall surrounding her home. There were ATM machines in there. There were cars in there. There were all kind of things in that field. And so he went to the city and said, I'd like to commandeer this property and I'd like to build an urban farm. And they like, well, no, we don't know what that looks like. Or that. And so proof of concept, we were able to do a small farm right next door to his. It was a garden, wasn't really a farm, right next to where he lived. That began an opportunity to go and commandeer that land down around that lady's home. That lady said her son was struck out on drugs and asked if we would buy her home.
Her home.
We bought her home and we turned it into a coffee shop because at that time, 12 years ago, drugs were very prevalent in Bonton.
Yep.
And Darren said it's very difficult to want to hurt somebody you just shared a cup of coffee with.
Yep.
That begat the coffee shop. And the most amazing thing about our coffee shop, the first thing about the coffee shop, we sell honey. We have our own honey line. We have honey butter. We have jams and jelly. In April of 2026, our jam, jelly, and coffee will be at DFW Airport.
So now as you're traveling, you can find the section where you can buy these fresh products from Bunton Farms right here in Dallas, which is super amazing.
We say the change in Bonton will be the change in the world. The reality is Bonton really will go around the world.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited
Literally,
about that.
physically.
It really will go. And, do not despise the day of humble beginnings. You have no idea what idea you have that can ultimately change the world.
Right.
That's why innovation is so important. That's why creativity is so important. That's why we're sitting in this studio and this gentleman who's doing this podcast has no idea what's next.
Right.
Because you never, ever, ever know who's one setting here and what's going to happen next.
Right.
And so you're seeding into his dream as he's seeding into yours.
Yeah.
That's why we have to stay a capitalist society. We can't allow big government to run everything because we can't run the risk of cramping the creativity out of entrepreneurs like me and you.
Absolutely.
This world needs us. And African American are the influencers of the world. We influence both singing, dancing, products, clothing. We influence every
Everything.
move that goes around the globe. 8 billion people on the planet, and we influence them all. And they would have you think that we have no importance.
Yeah. When
That's
we're the
a
most
trick.
important.
We are the most important because we influence everything else.
Yeah, we're the creme de la creme.
Absolutely.
As I call it.
And with that, only representing 5% of the total population. America is only 345 million people. 8 billion people on the planet. Black people represent only 12% of the 8%. With all of that, we're still able to rise
Yeah.
from the ashes of success.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
That's not
Being able
missing
to
the
share
bus.
hope.
That's not missing the bus.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And the reason you can't miss it because you have something to deliver on the bus. There's something special in you. If you take the mask off and you find your authentic self, who knows what the future has?
Absolutely.
That's what's good about what you're creating here.
Well, thank you. Thank you. See why I wanted Mark? See why I had to have Mark? Right. Mind blowing, right?
I think that all of us have something to offer.
Yes, sir.
All of us. I don't think that there's nothing or nobody who was created doesn't have something to offer. You have to tap into your gift. The Bible says your gift makes room for you and brings you before great men.
Yes.
And we spend so much time asking everybody but who made us what our gift is.
Wow.
If you take a moment in your life and ask the one who made you, what did you make me for?
Yeah. What is my purpose? What do you want me to do?
And we all are on assignment.
Whether we know it or not.
We have to understand that we are more than the whole totality of what we do. Our existence is tied to something.
Yes.
And we have to find out what that something is. And most of the time, people spend so much time asking everybody else who they are, but the very thing that made them.
Absolutely. That's powerful.
And so I'm excited because your guest over here, I've heard a lot about him. I've heard a lot about
I
him.
wonder where you could have heard anything about him from, Mark.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about
yeah.
you. I really, really do appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She needed balance in her life. I've been knowing her 20 plus years. She needed balance. She needed balance and she needed consistency.
Yeah.
She needed somebody who wasn't moved by the ups and downs that she go to. She needed something steady.
Yep.
And from every indication that she shared with me, you are steady Freddie.
Yeah, I'm calm in like ways I don't, we talk a lot, and in her world I'm learning, in my world she learning too, because I think I help her come to balance when it comes down to people,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because she deal with a lot of different people, and I try to help her understand, like, hey, the mentality of people and men and women, the people that you come around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, once you know someone, you can identify who a person is, you know how to move,
That's right.
and
That's right.
and so, yeah, I mean, the energy, I'm the calm, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but we both can get high, you know what I'm saying? But I'm more of laid back, calm, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, baby, look, I'm the person that sees everything. And I'll tell her, hey, so yeah. I mean, but she brought a drive to my life,
Yeah,
I mean, because I'm, military retired, so
Okay.
it was, get up at this time, go sleep, this and that, Hey, I'm good or whatever, I'm fine. I eat my same meal every day, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? It don't bother me, but hey, she bought, more of, hey, look, hey, drive, you got to get it, you know what I'm saying? We got,
But that's what a soldier does. A soldier is trained to be able to react without
Yeah.
thinking about it. Out of a deep sleep, when you're trained at something,
Oh yeah.
that's what you know to do, right?
Yeah.
So your conditioning has been trained in you because that's how we need to protect our country.
yeah,
And to have a Energizer buddy who is all from the moment I've met her,
Yeah.
she's been striving toward being her best self.
yeah,
And you got to find your next thing. And your next thing is not outwardly. Your next thing is inwardly. See, the whole challenge that all of us have is the war with inside of ourselves.
oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Trying to swing inside. Because we get them voices and they're mixed messages.
Yeah.
You can. No, you can't. You can. No, you can't. No, you can. No, you can't. No, you can't. So you're battling. You're warring. Consistently warring inside of yourself.
Absolutely.
That's why it's so important to have people on your side who truly care, can see past how you feel.
And me and her was having the conversation the other day, and that was one of the conversations that I said, it's not the lies that they tell you, it's the lies they tell themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people lie to themselves,
Sure.
and they try to be something that they're not.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So once they get to the point, because like I told, it's all about the truth.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you true, the one thing that make our relationship function is that it's based on truth.
Absolutely.
It's no lies. From the beginning, it was based on truth.
Yeah.
I knew who she was. She knew who I was.
Right.
So it wasn't no, hey, look, I'm finna pop out and be somebody else, or she's finna pop out to be somebody else. We knew who each other were, and it wasn't no expectations. You know what I'm saying? We knew that, hey, look, in life, we both had the same mindset that we wanted to grow. You know
And
what I'm saying?
I almost missed the bus with this one.
Yeah.
But see,
Myself, I almost missed the bus. I had these things. Nope. I ain't gonna talk to him. Nope, because of this, that, and the other. And here we are. I would have missed out, on a great thing. I would have missed the bus. So don't miss the bus encompasses that too.
so here's a saying that I say. Mm-hmm. I believe this too. What you're looking for is looking for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keep looking. What you're looking for is looking for you.
Yeah.
If you stop looking,
Yeah.
there's no way you're gonna find it.
Yeah. At all.
But
'Cause
you
that's
gotta
when-
look, and you
Yeah.
gotta be available to find, because you put out in the atmosphere the very thing that you want. You release it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, energy.
That's
Energy.
the energy that you compel and you put out there, and so it comes back. That's the most exciting thing for me. But I'm going to ask you. I've been asking my staff, and I've been asking people this the last couple of weeks, because somebody asked me this on a plane, and it rocked my world. It shattered my life because it changed me.
Okay.
This guy asked me a profound question. He said, "Mark, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?" I said, "Whoa, wait a minute. What'd you say?" He said, "What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?"
I would probably try everything I think of.
Because the only limiting factors we have, and the reason we don't do certain things, is because we think that we could fail.
Yeah. Our stinking thinking is what I call it.
It
We
takes,
talk ourselves
it
out
takes
of
the
it.
cap completely off your energy to thrive and strive to be anything and all that you've been called to be.
Absolutely.
And it's the most exciting thing, because that thing gives you hope to think, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Rocket science is not rocket science to a rocket scientist.
Sure is.
It's just what he does, or
Right.
what
It's
she
nothing.
does.
Right.
To imagine that if God gave Bill Gates Microsoft, if you ask him, what would he give you?
Right.
He
And we
just
can't
gave
be
him an
mad
idea.
if we haven't asked for it and we don't have it. It's our own fault. We limit ourselves so much.
Your limitations are within your ears. In the book, The Little Black Book of Connections, Jeffrey
Yeah.
Goldemir said, the only difference between where you are right now and where you want to be at the same time next year are the books you read and the people you meet.
Yep. The books you read and the people you meet. Yep.
That is an overwhelming opportunity. And the problem with most people, they see the glass half empty. And I see it half full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I go to bed to wake up. I go to bed early because I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, because I believe I have so much to do, and I'm so excited to get started
Right.
because people are counting on me.
It's funny you said that. We did our 2026 business planning session this week, and we were in a movie theater with everybody doing it. And the guy asked, what is your aha moment? He went around the room and everybody had these profound aha moments of what they were going to do, right? To make things better for 2026. Guess what mine was?
What was it?
I'm going to get up earlier. And he was like, out of all these profound answers, he said, you know what? That's really something. I said, because for me, that's what it is, because I'm a late sleeper because I'm a night owl.
Right.
But I'm realizing that I'm missing out on opportunities. I'm missing the buzz because I'm sleeping too late. So for me, getting up earlier is a big thing. Like, it's a big thing that's going to make a major shift in my life.
And that's your thing.
That's my
See
thing.
what I mean? Everybody has.
Be on time. No, just supposed to
Here we are.
And what goes on in
be
between,
on time. Good.
what goes on in between your mind, your intellect, the way you see it, your narrative is your narrative, right?
Yes.
And you have to do the very things that keep you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually fed.
Yes.
The one thing is when you give, you deplete. That means that you have to have something that feeds you,
Absolutely.
not feeds on you.
It's a difference.
Too many times we get people in our circle who merely feed on us,
Oh,
but
yeah.
who don't
Jesus.
feed us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we become empty.
Depleted. Yeah. We have nothing left to give.
And so I read, I learn, I listen to podcasts. I encourage myself, right? I love listening to music. And in difficult times, I listen to Anita Baker because she calms me.
I love Anita Baker.
I have always loved Anita Baker. And in the middle of a very touchful time, a challenging time, I say, Alexa, play Anita Baker.
Makes
And
it
when
all
she
right.
starts playing, whatever I was doing, giving you the best that I got,
Yeah.
it just reforms, reshapes, re-narrates whatever's going on. Because it repurposes my mind, takes me somewhere else. And we have to learn how to think our way through storms,
Absolutely.
not react our way through storms.
Yeah.
See, great leaders think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading a book right now called Paid to Think.
Paid to think. Hear that? Book.
Paid to think. That people don't pay you for what you do, they pay you for the way you think.
That's true.
How about that?
I like that.
And when you think about getting paid, I have been going through a real interesting time about revenue and budgets and all of that. And God was dealing with me about money. And he said, you're not looking at it right. Like,
What you mean?
what do you mean, God? What do you mean I'm not looking at money right? He said, you're not looking at it right. He said, all money gives you is options.
Yeah.
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 Where you gonna send your kids to school? Where you gonna live?
What you gonna
What kind of health
drive?
care? Where you gonna drive? Where you gonna
We're
vacation?
going vacation. Yeah.
What kind of boots you gonna buy?
Yeah.
Kind of hat? All money does is give you options. That means that Jeff Bezos has 500 billion options. That's all. And when you look at it from that perspective, he said to me, if I can get it through you, I'll get it to you. Whatever resource you need. That is the thing that I am very motivated to keep going, because our commitment to our community means that we really have to be boots on the ground.
Absolutely.
And it's
Literally.
more than a song. Our reality is those of us who know better have to do better.
That's true.
And I often ask people, you would never knowingly get in the car with a drunk driver, would you?
Absolutely.
Not knowingly. Why are we letting people who are drunk on their ego, pride, and their arrogance drive?
Right.
We need sobering, committed, faithful people to drive.
Right.
People who care about other people at the wheel.
Yeah.
And we got to get our best and brightest. That's why we don't want people to miss the bus, because we need our best and we need them on that damn bus.
Exactly. What can people do to help? Are there volunteer opportunities at
Absolutely.
Bun Farms? How do we contact you? I mean, I know how to contact you.
Well,
but how do people?
we're on
do-
all social media platforms. It's Bonton, BONTON farms.org. Instagram, Facebook, all of the social media platforms. What I really want our community to do, I want them to volunteer, of course, because volunteering is good, bringing their kids. But we have a 40-acre farm that I am about to do some work on that will allow commercial groups, corporate America is going to be able to rent it. Church groups are going to be able to rent it. And every ISD within 50 miles of Dallas are going to be able to bring their kids to that farm
Wow.
to do events, to see the animals, to see our chickens, to see our pigs, to see all of our goats. It's not going to be a petting zoo, but it's going to be a farm that will allow all the kind of agriculture, to see all the stuff that's growing. The thing that happens at a farm, a lot of times the people that we work with in our program who need a second chance, a third chance, they've been on drugs, alcohol, addicted,
Homeless. Yeah.
many times, in some cases, a first chance. I am in a position to try and help people find careers. And we use the farm because it's hard work.
It is.
But here's the thing about a farm. If you don't show up, the crops will die.
Yeah, the work won't get done.
If you don't show up, the animals die. It re-energizes or reconnects you as a purpose. Now you have a reason to get up. You have a reason to show up. You have a reason more than just yourself, because those animals can't defend themselves without you.
Yeah.
That crop will not survive without you tending to it, without you pruning it back, without you picking it. And so I want people to get involved. We take donations. We have the Wellness Center coffee shop. I am doing everything I can to be a bridge,
Yeah.
to give other people an opportunity to cross. That's all we are.
And that's why I love you so much. And that farm is off. That's the one off at 20. Is it St. Augustine?
Seagoville
Road. Yeah.
That's our 40-acre farm. It's on 12400 Raven View, right off Seagoville Road and I-20. And think about that. I finally got the 40 acres and the mule.
Wow. There you go.
The very thing that our ancestors didn't get.
And it wasn't given to you. That's how, some people want it. They want it given to
You got to
them.
roll your sleeves up.
Oh yeah,
And go
you
get
had
it.
to work for
Gotta
it.
go get it.
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
and let me tell you, Ruben, why it's so important to earn it.
Oh yeah, because
You will fight for anything you earned.
oh yeah,
You won't for anything somebody gave you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because if somebody gives you something, it has no value to you because you didn't earn it. You ain't got no skin in it.
Right.
That's why you're willing to lose it and allow it to go
At
away.
all costs.
If you put your blood, sweat, and tears in it,
You're going to make sure
you
you
will
keep it.
fight tooth and nail to keep it.
oh yeah,
That's why you can't give your kids everything.
yeah.
Lord.
You can't. You encourage them. You give them hope. You give them you give them tools to build lives for themselves. But you cannot continue to give them opportunity if they don't want it.
I agree.
And here's how I feel about this. Think about this. I believe that people have as much right not to be anything as I have a right to be something.
Yep.
If you don't want to be anything,
Then that's you.
you have that right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should not take your right away from you not to want
Be
something.
nothing. Right.
Just know, and you have no right to take my ability for me to want to be successful.
Right.
I think they're equal rights.
You know what helped me to understand what you just said? Because I couldn't understand, right? Because when you live your life a certain way or you have certain views and morals, we subconsciously feel like everybody else do, right? You think that everybody thinks like you do and they move the way you do. And I had to think about it. For every one thing there's somebody that's not.
Yeah.
So for every person who lives in a home, there's somebody homeless.
Right.
Every person has a car, there's someone without a car. Everybody, for some person who has a drive, like you said, to want to be and do, there's somebody who doesn't have that drive to be and do. So when you start learning that, you start understanding why people move and why they make the decisions that they make. Because my cousin said to me one time, did you ever consider that person is choosing to be poor? They're choosing to struggle. And I'm like, no, who would choose to struggle? It just did not make sense to me. Right. But as she started talking to me and I started connecting the dots on the decisions I'm watching this person make, it lined up with what she was saying. And when I started realizing that is a choice, it made me back off with my assistance on what I'm going to do, because I can't keep giving and giving and giving and you still in these same situations all the time, right?
Well, I can't. I don't have a God complex.
Yeah.
I'm not being God to other people. They have to go to God like I did.
Yeah.
They have to trust him like I do.
Yeah, and that's something in its own. You know, at times God give us nuggets all the time, and you'll realize when you ain't when God gave you that nugget, like, oh man, and now you have to go a whole nother direction in order to get back to the promise that God gave you. You know what I'm saying? But you respect it though, but you won't do it again.
That's right.
You know, once you know you missed that nugget, you won't do it again. When God speak, you know it, and you gonna fall in the path. But it takes somebody, hey, really trusting God to understand that.
That's true.
If you don't trust in God, you're not.
That doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything to you.
It ain't nothing.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because I know throughout my life I have God and like I tell her all the time, man, I go on the path of God.
Yeah.
So no matter what's going on, hey, whatever decision that I'm making, it's in the path of God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
For me, and I'll say this, I live a life that I don't deserve. I don't deserve it. I don't. And so I spend my life with an attitude of such gratitude because I'm so grateful.
yeah.
One, that he trusts me enough to be a blessing to other folk.
Yes.
That I am leading people. He's trusting me. Go, Moses. Go liberate my people. Now, Moses had to be entrusted with 1 million people to get them out of the wilderness.
Right.
They crazy as hell. They don't believe him.
Right.
They want to
Talking
assassinate him.
noise.
They add
Yeah.
him. And he still can't get distracted because Moses was on assignment.
Yeah.
I am a liberator who wants everybody to win,
Yeah.
but everybody ain't going to win. If Jesus couldn't save everybody,
Yeah.
and he said there was some cities I could do no good work,
Yeah.
not because I wasn't able to bless them, because of their unbelief, why in the hell would I somewhere be acting like I'm the end all be all and I'm a liberator, I can fix everybody?
Right.
I'm not.
Some people are gonna miss the bus.
I want to help those who want to help themselves. I want to give people tools to build their lives, and I am available to help whoever wants to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not going to force nobody to get on your bus or mine.
Right.
Whosoever will, let him come.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's exciting
Yeah.
to think that all we are conduits that it flows through. And I don't ever have to worry about getting mine. Because if water run through a pipe, the residual of the pipe gonna get wet.
Yeah.
I'm in the pipe.
Come on.
I ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
What's for me is for me. It's been working out already. So why am I going to get tight and get worried about it now?
Yeah.
He says, give and it shall be given. Pressed
Yeah.
down, shaking together, running over. And I try to create a flow of giving.
Yeah.
If giving wasn't so important, why did he give his only begotten son?
Absolutely.
He already set the stage. So much so that I have a rhythm that I believe you can give your way out of the storm you're in. That's my faith and my conviction. I believe it so much that when you get in a really tight spot,
You give.
give.
And that's gonna get you out. I'm with you on that.
Most people get tight and
Yeah,
pull back
raise your hand.
and they stop giving.
Yeah.
But sometimes giving puts you in rooms with people you wouldn't have got into otherwise.
I definitely know that.
It connects you. That's why all of this philanthropy stuff that I'm involved in, because it puts me in rooms that I would never be in otherwise.
Absolutely.
And service. The one thing that my community will not do, we play victim so much that we don't get the opportunity to get help.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Because we won't give what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't about who can give the most. It's about giving the equal.
Yeah.
If you give what you got and you give what you got and you give what you have, look when we have collectively, look what we would have collected.
What we can do. Yeah.
It's not about equal giving, it's about equal sacrifice.
Yeah.
If everybody is willing to make the same level of sacrifice, you're going to see this. That's why you guys are going to do so well together, because of your ability to sacrifice with each other. You're going to allow him to be who he is, and he's going to allow you to be who you are. And as you guys are paralleling that together, it'll grow.
Yeah. Thank you. One of my favorite bowl laws, which bowl is like a training we go through at Keller Williams that they have every year. And it's many laws to, go by. But my favorite one is come from contribution. So I'm not going to ask you for anything without giving you something. Right. And that's just how I'm wired. Not that, I want something for everything I give, but even with my clients, at all of my buyer consultations, my listing presentations, I do a basket. And I put like the old school Coke bottles because they're red and black. And obviously with Keller Williams, everything is red and black. I put snacks, I put hand sanitizer, stress balls, ink pens, no, whatever. I just do this basket, right? This is my first time meeting you. I don't know if you're going to hire me as your realtor or not. I don't know if you're going to hire me to list your house or to help you to buy a house, but I give you this, right? And people are always amazed by it, right? Because it's like, well, what have I done? Right. You get a closing gift when you go to closing. Right. That's what everybody think. But you're getting a gift the first time you meet me. And I do it, obviously it's part of branding, but also to relax them because everybody's so nervous when they meet somebody and you're handling business. And so I've had other realtors to ask me, so you do this before they even close with you? Like, but you haven't made any money off of them yet. And I tell them, but it's not about that for me. So it's about how they feel and how I make them feel when they get this gift. I'm giving them something before we do anything.
So guess what it's called? There's a name for it. It's called Giver's Gain.
Okay.
The more you give, the more you gain.
Okay. I like it.
And what you're doing when you do that.
We need that on a shirt.
Yeah, you're setting yourself apart and you're making yourself memorable. Mm-hmm. Do you know how many times people forget other people? It's like, because they ain't memorable. Yeah. They ain't done nothing that makes them separate. Everybody's the same.
Absolutely.
You are creating distance from one realtor to the next, just by the way you look at the business.
Yeah.
And the more you do that, the bigger the brand gets.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it from somewhere else. Keep going.
If you get better at anything, you're going to get bigger at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get better, by the virtue of getting better, you will get bigger.
Okay.
Most people don't focus on getting better. They just focus on getting bigger.
Wow.
So if you will discipline yourself to get better, the virtue of success of getting better will automatically throw you into getting bigger.
That's a nice way for us to end. So look, I just want to say thank you, Mark. You have been a wealth of knowledge and inspiration, as you always are. There's never a time I come into contact with you and I leave the same way I did before I came. So my prayer is that what you do for me, that you do that for everybody who lay their ears on this podcast today. Thank you, Ruben, for being here. Your support means so much to me. And stay tuned because we have more coming with Don't Miss the Bus podcast.